Hello, everyone. Welcome and happy Friday. Everybody have a good holiday weekend/week. We were busy here, that's for sure. I have a visitor in my room today, so if you see me get distracted occasionally, you'll know why. Michelle's here. Hi. Hello. Quick reminder for anybody that's coming on. If I can't see your lovely name and face and it just says Facebook user, make sure when wherever you're watching this, whether it's on the Facebook group or page, you go ahead and click that link that says streamyard.com/Facebook. Give them permission and I can see your name. And if you don't want to do that, no problem. Go ahead and just type your name at the end so I get to know who I'm talking to tonight. Michelle beat me to my question. Hold on. Let me put the question up. What beverage did you bring tonight? Tonight, I'm sipping on Diet Coke. I see Glenn's here. Glenn, are you proud of me? Look at that. Stickers galore. All right, so back to the question. Michelle's drinking strawberry lemonade. Hi, welcome. Oh, and we've got our YouTubers on tonight. Hello, welcome from YouTube land. We've got the Glenn. I'm going to turn this down just a tad. There we go. Got Leslie. Hello. So many people on tonight. Welcome, everybody. I can imagine everybody's on here to say, to talk about the new website dropping. So yes, tonight is no vendor spotlight. It is just question time. Give me all the questions, all of them. So website, class information, your account, cruise, Texas, or some Texas information that went up, any of the other Florida questions. I'm here for it. Tonight is about answering your questions and making sure you have all the answers you need. Oh, Becky calling in from Iowa. Hey. Oh, we've got Kathy on tonight. Hi, Kathy. Oh, Glenn's got her Pinot. I'm loving it. All right, welcome everybody. Hello. We've got everybody on tonight. Okay, so I don't really have too many like announcements today. It's just really going through. I'm gonna pull up the website and I'll kind of like briefly go through it. But as I'm going along, this is a free for all, right? Like I said, ask your questions as I go, and it doesn't even have to be related to what I'm talking about. If something pops in your head, type it. I'm here for it. Hello, Dan. Welcome. Dan's one of our vendors as well. There's a couple vendors I saw on here. Oh, goodness. Let me turn off my volume here. Whatever. We've also got Andy and Shanna on tonight. Hello. Welcome from Glitterbug Town. Dan owns Maui Digital Art. That's what I was going to say before I got distracted. So I did want to say our website is live. It's still the same website address. Is still www.sewmagicalexpo.com, or you can skip the www part and just type in SewMagicalExpo, and it'll bring you up to the new site. So I'll go ahead and share that with y'all here today. And so if anybody's from year one, they'll know these two primary pictures, and we're going to try to rotate the pictures out throughout time. And I just love how the designers and the developers came up with some of these ideas on here. I love it so much. So as you can see, we've got the YouTube video. So if you want to check out what it looked like last year, this is the long video. It's over 7 minutes long, but it has so much videos and photos from the entire event. It's just amazing. And then go on to YouTube and make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and like the video, because it definitely helps us make sure that we're getting some of our information out there. And we did just film the 2022 commercial. We film a commercial every year. Okay, not right now. Sorry. So that'll be coming out here in the next few weeks or so. We filmed a couple of components that are about Florida for this year and about the cruise. So lots of really cool stuff coming out for that. But so that's kind of just the top level. So you can come up here to the, I'll go over the top in a second, but you can come down here and there's 4 boxes you can click between. It'll take you different places. Exhibits takes you to the exhibits page. Get involved takes you to the get involved page. Our classes currently takes you to the Florida class information page. This may change over time depending on like what the next expo is or the next event we have. And then what we do takes us to the About Us page, which has some good information on there. The vendors on here as well will take you to either Florida or the vendor application. And then hotel and travel, this will also be similar to the classes vendors. This will be the next upcoming event. So this one right now will take you to the Gaylord Palms page. But let's say you don't want to go to Florida, you want to go to Texas. The Texas information will all show up under here. Florida will show up all under here. So as we add information, the class signups will fall under here. All that will fall underneath the location. So this is going to be your location menu here. So Magical SC is listed up here as well. This is your main menu up here. About Us will have additional information in the future. But as of right now, you click the About Us, takes you to the About Us page. I'll do that real quick so you can kind of see what that looks like. So you can kind of scroll through here. It's got some other buttons you can click through, and some general information about who we are, what we do, and lots of fun stuff there. And then, but you can click the drop down and goes to exhibits, which is a different page. And this talks about the different non-class and vendor hall related things we have going on. D-Stash Bash, which y'all know, but we updated the actual rules for this year and kind of some caveats that are make things better for and easier for everybody. So read through those. Raffle tables on here. It's same process as previous years. The closet did get updated as well. That is going to be its own room starting this fall, and all 2023 locations have its own closet. So it's a lot more room, and details on how that works is all on here. And then of course our swag booth. It's going to look better for this coming year, but that's going to be a little bit bigger as well. Another really big feature on here is actually the Get Involved tab. This actually is all the applications. Before we had the applications on several different pages. And but now they're all under one to make it really simple and easy. So you've got the teacher application. So if you're interested in teaching for Texas, Florida is closed at this time. As you can see, all the classes are out. You click your location and you fill in all your information and submit that. And then we work on getting those reviewed as they come in. But we don't send out final information until after applications close, which for Texas, as you can see, is July 15th. Vendors, we take vendors consistently up until 1 month prior to the event. So you can see both Florida and Texas listed here. Any future events will show up on here up until 1 month prior. When we're done taking the applications, we'll actually take these blocks off. But similar process, fill out the information and submit it to us. And then for vendors, we constantly try to get back to you within a week. Sponsors, if you want to provide something to the welcome bags, the raffle table, room sponsor, we have a lot of sponsorship opportunities coming up in the future. So definitely check that out as well. And we will, again, take these up until 1 month prior to each event. So Magical at Sea will be on here as well. But So Magical at Sea will not be on the teacher and vendor page. It will be on the sponsors. And that's it. Volunteers, if you want to come and volunteer, there's a list of some really cool different volunteer roles that we have down here if you want to do that. And then we will be providing, once you apply, the different perks of being a volunteer. And then, of course, if you want to participate in our amazing fashion show that every year I'm blown away by, you can click here and then fill in all the details about what you want to do. Again, I need this information 1 month prior to the event. So we're not going to be taking last minute applicants anymore on the fashion show, just because it's a lot of information that we try to put into it while you're walking down. And we need to be able to get that finalized sooner. Okay, so that's it for that page. But I'll real quick look at comments. Am I here now? I see your Facebook user. Sometimes it doesn't always work. I'm not sure why, but you can throw your name at the end if you like. Thank you. Yes, the new website, I'm just blown away by. And this is phase 1, just to keep in mind. This is phase 1. So class signups are not on here yet. Machine rentals are not on here yet. And there's some other fun things that we're working on adding, like the page for the charity page that we're going to add in here, and a couple other really fun things. So as we really wanted to get the base information out, and you can see why there's a lot of applications that are on here. There's a lot of the accounts. If you've gone into your account yet, the accounts are really cool as well, and just a little bit different than what you've seen in the past, I'm sure. I'm ready for the pre-order fabric vinyl to arrive so I can get busy making goodies. Yes, I try to keep everybody apprised of when it actually gets here and I start cutting it so that you're aware that it's arrived. Don't worry, it's coming. And yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, no logistical issues on getting it here. So far, I haven't heard any negatives from the supplier yet. And I know it's in process. So I'm very excited as well. I can't wait for it all to get here. It's a lot this year. So I'm very excited. The edge coat class is the last class on Sunday. Will the paint be dry by the time the class is over? So all the classes were built with enough time frame for you to complete the project in the allotted class time. So yes, that is the case. The class will be complete during the class. I'm not sure if it was Ray that made the comment back to Diane, so I won't throw that up. But if Ray, if you're on, if Ray is the one that commented on the response, then Ray would know best. She is teaching the class. She is the owner of Emporium Threads. So, but yeah, so everything is created so that you can, and then we created some cushion in between that and let's say the raffle. So there'll be time. Oh, hello, Connie and David. Oh my gosh. He came on when he said fashion show. I'm sorry to hear it's not working for you, Kathy. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Really don't know why, but will a second edge coat class be added if it fills up by VIP? Just keep in mind, only VIP Plus gets first dibs on the class. The remaining VIPers and all weekenders or one-day pass holders, they sign up at the same time. So it won't. Let me rephrase that. In theory, it should not fill up with the VIP Plus individuals. But as of right now, classes are not anticipated to change at all. That is not to say that we may not add something last minute, but that is never our goal, to release a class schedule and signups and then change things later, because it creates a snowball effect for a lot of people who might have to change things around. So that is not to say that they won't, but it's highly unlikely. Hello, Dina. Okay. So I'll keep going, but yes, continue asking all your questions. I'll get over the class information here in a second as well. But if you're interested in teaching, vending, sponsoring, volunteering, or doing the fashion show, this is the place to go. It's the best tab. It's my favorite tab so far in this whole thing. As of right now, the shop only has the tickets in it. It will have swag in it in the next stage. We're working on loading all that stuff in. The swag will consist of, we'll be bringing back the ongoing pre-orders of the Spirit jerseys, which they usually get done within 2 weeks of you ordering and then shipped out. So it could take up to 3 weeks depending on shipping. But we will be adding the pre-orders on the Spirit jerseys and hoodies, and the joggers as well will be the new item. Whenever fabric is here and the pre-orders are cut and ready, any retail will go up on the site. And then also, obviously, duckies, pins, stickers, any other little swag items that we have around, we will be adding as well, so you can get your swag in advance of So Magical. But right now, all that's on here is tickets. So you'll be able to see tickets, and then you'll be able to see the different locations once they're up here. So if you haven't heard, Texas is dropping this month. I did post about that, and I'll talk about that in a little bit if you'd like. But you can go on here and you can kind of see different ticket types. You can go in, select your pass. As you can see, VIPs are sold out for Florida. You get to choose your option if you need an adult or child. It gives you all the details, what's included, notes about children, refund policy, and your media policies. And then all that on here. You can go ahead, add to cart. At this point in time, So this is one of the things that has changed. You go to view cart, you have to log in or you have to create an account. In the last system, that was not the case, and it caused a ton of issues for a lot of people, especially if multiple accounts were created. It was a mess. So you have to have an account going forward, and we'll talk about accounts real quick. I'm going to just read real quick just to make sure I'm not missing it. I have to switch pages when I'm sharing a screen. So, okay, this is what I was going to talk about. So I have created an account for anybody who has purchased a ticket up until, let's call it 3 weeks ago. If you, and I sent out it was a lot of password resets. So if for some reason you can't find it in your inbox or your spam or junk, make sure you're checking there as well. I posted just like an hour ago in the group what to do. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go to this My Account page. You can go to sewmagicalexpo.com and you just go to that login button. Go ahead and click that. It brings you to this page. Go to the login and hit the lost your password button right here. You're going to click this and fill in your email for what you had purchased your ticket under. If it exists, your account exists, you should be able to reset that password. If it says they can't find the email address, you're going to have to create an account. That means for whatever reason, I have not made you an account yet. I try to get everybody, but let's just say there was a lot. There was quite a few accounts. And so just please, if you can't get in with a reset your email password with the email I sent you to reset your password, or you lost your password, please just create an account, because I need everybody to have an account. I will be going in and loading in tickets starting on Monday. It might be sooner if we get lucky here, but starting Monday, I'm going to start planning on loading everybody's ticket in and making sure it's correct. That includes anybody who's done ticket transfers. So if you've done a ticket transfer, like let's say you bought a ticket off of somebody who had a VIP they were selling, or VIP Plus, or even all weekend, go ahead and make your account. I probably haven't done your accounts just yet, just FYI. So go ahead and make your account. And that way, once I get to the ticket transfers, I can make sure that it leaves the person who had it before and put it into there. So there's a few steps and processes that go on to making sure everything's exact. Everybody has the right ticket with the right name. And if you've got a t-shirt size, it's in there, all that fun stuff. So, and when you're in your account, you can go through, make sure you fill in as much information as you'd like. Make sure your address is there. Because when I created them, I did not load in your addresses. I only added in your name and your email. So please go load your address in, any pertinent information that needs to be in there. Becky, that's not nice. Yes, it's 5 months from tomorrow. I get like a countdown from one of my back-end systems, and I'm just like, oh no, this is not good. I'm very excited. Anybody else super excited, but also like, I'm not ready yet. Okay, I did a search on my email and for So Magical, and it did show up. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, the email that was sent out, you can search for So Magical because that's in the header, but also it did come from WordPress itself. So that's where we're hosting on is WordPress now. So those types of emails will come from the main server. I got mine right away. I would try again. Yeah, I know it seemed like most people got theirs. I know also a few people were having issues. So again, if you get through all these processes and you have issues registering for whatever reason, please send me a personal message. Don't post on the group. Send it directly to me, because I don't always get to reading every single comment, especially if I'm not tagged in them, because there's a lot of posts and there's a lot of comments. So, okay, it was Ray. Yes, Ray, I see you now. Hello. Okay, Ray was the one who would commented to Diane. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, wonderful. Glad to hear people are getting their setup. Yeah, that's key. And that's why we're trying to do it in, yes, Valerie, I can see your name now. That's why we're doing this in steps. If we had the accounts and the tickets and then there was multiple issues, it was going to be a hot mess. So we're doing this in like little baby steps. So bear with me. Once this occurs, this should be like the long-term fix, and we're all going to be happy, hunky-dory people and not have any more issues, right, y'all? Okay. Okay, so that is the accounts and all that. So just to reiterate, if you purchase a ticket, you will be getting your ticket loaded into account. So if you don't go and do your steps and everything, reset your password, that's fine also. Just know that when your ticket gets loaded in, you will, in order to get into your account, have to put in your lost your password. And if you go and register an account, you're not going to see your ticket there because I will have put it under the existing account or have created you one. So that's what you're just saying. Please go and do this ahead of time to create any potential issues. I was the one who searched the email. Oh, good, Valerie. That's great. Okay. So that is your account. If you go in there, it's really neat. I'm not going to log in right now. I'll figure out a way to do it without showing some information, but it's really neat. It's going to show your tickets, your swag purchases, and your classes all broken down, nice and neat. All in one place, all in one login. Chef's kiss. I'm very excited for this. And then, so yeah, like I said, there's going to be Texas tickets are going to get loaded this. They're going to be opening here this month. Okay, so we talked about those. All right, let's go to class information because I feel like this is going to be a hot topic. Woodworking. Yeah, we have Nailed It Studio comes and teaches classes, and that's a lot of fun. They bring their nail guns and all that, and so you get to do like a very basic. Nobody's cutting down wood or anything, but you get to paint and you get to use their nifty little Ryobi nail guns and things like that. Sorry, Michelle Stewart had posted or commented woodworking. Yes, early bird gets the worm and lots of goodies. Totally agree. Okay, so I'm going to go into here. I'm on my computer. So if you're looking at your phone, the website will look a little bit different, just so y'all are aware. You know, this will come in just as the button because your phone is not big enough to handle this. Oh goodness, you're not going to do this for me. Okay, so if you want to do and look at the class schedule, is here. You can scroll through it. You can hit the download button and you can download it. It pops it up as a separate PDF file. You can download it, print it, and all that. I know there's been a large amount of requests for it to be in a non-colorful format. I did actually talk with our graphic designer today. She is still on vacation. But as soon as she's off, I've already communicated with her on getting a printable format that's not as pretty up on, so y'all can save on your printer ink costs. But I know that's been a huge request, so that's in there. Okay, so class information. We are still working on having a downloadable version of this. It might take me a little bit of time because there's a lot of classes this year. But what we did to make this more user-friendly was added a search bar. So if you know the name of the teacher or the name of the class, you can go ahead and type it in. So if I know I'm going to look for this Steffi, I can hit this search button and it's going to show me these different things. It'll show me all the class information is on here and then it's on here. And I can just go ahead and click it and it shows me, the picture and all that fun stuff. And then I think there's a read more. But yeah, so you should be able to go through and see all that as well and be able to use the search bar. You can also hit Control Find and try to find something as well. If you type in the Steffi. Come on, computer, work with me. Apparently there's 3 times I use the word Steffi. Here it is. So you can go down here and it'll find it for you. But this is what's key to look at here when you're looking at these pages. It has just about every piece of information you need. What the class name is, who is teaching it. Highly suggest you go follow all these teachers, by the way. We put their name and their company information in here. This is the day and time that they're teaching the class. If they're teaching it more than once, you will see both times listed here. Please pay attention to these next 2 lines, skill level and required skills. Some of them were very specific on certain skills that you needed to have ahead of the class, meaning that if you don't have that skill, either learn it ahead of time or don't come into the class expecting to learn those skills and that you will probably fall behind. And that's just, we're trying to be as transparent as possible with you so that you have the best class possible and you can walk away with a finished product. So confident beginner, Make sure you have basic sewing skills. You've sewn on a sewing machine before. You know what seam allowances are. You can you know the basics. So that's kind of what it is. You can check out the class description, which is just a little blurb about what the class is. The class kit, which so if it says optional, that means that kit is optional. If it does not have optional, that means it is going to be required to purchase this class kit. And it's going to have almost all of these have everything listed that's in there. And then I just want to make a note, a comment about the class kits, because sometimes we get questions about why do we have to do it? Why can't we just bring our own fabric? Why can't we bring our own this and that? So we've tried this out in the past. In some classes, it works out okay. There's many classes, especially bag making classes, we've noticed, or more a little bit more complex classes where there's more pieces to the class. We find that there's always a good chunk of people who forgot or brought the wrong item. Or we want to be able to finish this amazing bag, but we're limited to, let's call it 3 hours. You don't want to spend up all your time cutting and interfacing in the class. And so, yeah, you could do that ahead of time, sure. But again, it goes back to, we're trying to make it as easy and smooth and efficient as possible, to where you're getting the most learning and the most hands-on experience in the class. So that's why the majority of class kits that you see here are required, and they do have exactly what you need to do that class kit, handpicked out by the teachers who know these patterns, who know these projects like the back of their hand. The next part you're going to see is supplies needed. So these are things that you have to bring yourself. So if you see basic sewing machine, that just means it's a machine that has a straight stitch at least. If it needs a zigzag foot for whatever, or a zigzag stitch for whatever reason, it'll list it on there. Basic sewing kit are your items like your thread, your needles, your bobbins, like the basic thing that you need to function with your machine. And always think through, like, what do I use in my sewing room? Please bring that. Getting like little bag, like a peekaboo size or a dumpling size pouch is like a great size bag to kind of carry all your stuff in. Little 1x6 rulers are really good, things like that. And then, your basic cutting supplies are going to be regular scissors and like snips if your machine doesn't self-cut the thread, and things along that line. After those, which you'll see on a lot of the sewing-based classes, it will specifically state any additional items. If you need double-sided tape, if you need clips, if you need leather glue, and then if you have to buy the pattern, like let's say it's separate from the class kit, that's just because the teacher's thinking through, do you already have the pattern? All right, I'm not going to up my class kit cost because you might already have that pattern. So sometimes they're going to be listed separately to purchase, just because they were thinking through, oh, okay, this person already has it, and they were trying to be more cost effective. The last big thing to kind of note on here, and we wanted to add this because of just safety precautions, really, is age restrictions. A lot of them are either, no matter what, the minimum age to be in a classroom is ages 8+, no matter what. We don't sell tickets to the class-based tickets to anyone under the age of 8. That's only for the no class passes. So if you're going to come shop in the vendor hall and you want to bring your kid along, go right ahead. Doesn't matter their age, as long as you're supervising that child. But anybody over the ages of 8 up until the age of 12, unless otherwise stated on the age restriction, must have the parent or the guardian, let me rephrase it, the guardian must be on the same machine and same project as that child. So when you go to do your class signups, and I'll reiterate this later in the class signup instructional video, you will only need to buy one class kit for you and that child, and you will be on one machine together. And this ensures that everybody is safe. The project gets done in the appropriate amount of time. And this is not to say that there's kids at the age of 7, 8 or younger that can't knock these out. Trust me, I know a few of them. They've been coming for many years now. But it's also because not every kid is made the same, or not every person's made the same, honestly, at that point. So this is all here to help everybody out. Okay. You heard me say kid one too many times. So that's just kind of a breakdown of what all this means and and how to use this to help make your decisions. So I know a lot of y'all took the class schedule, started circling and marking it all up, and now you're going through all these. Okay. Hi, Kayla. Is it 1 seat or 2 for the kid? So we will allocate 2 chairs for you and the child, but it will clearly state when you go through the class signups, whether it's you on your own or you plus a child, and it will count as 1 seat. So it won't take up additional seats in the class, if that makes sense. So we won't hit our cap prematurely because there's an adult and a child together. There will be an extra physical seat in the classroom, but it will count as 1 class seat, if that makes sense. Okay. I still haven't received the email. Okay. I will reiterate it one more time, and after that, everybody will have to rewatch it. So if you did not receive your email, please go on to my account here at, oh gosh, we're working on adding a button that scrolls you right up to the top. Go to the login button, which takes you to my account, and then make sure that you go ahead and hit lost your password and then reset it from there. If it shows that you don't have any account at all under that email address, go ahead and register and make yourself a new account. So that's what you will do there if you have not received it yet. Class lineup is awesome. You have so many varieties. Oh, thank you, Connie. Yeah, Connie's one of the teacher vendors this year as well. Lots of amazing people applied to teach this year. It's just blown away. Oh, the live isn't live. Okay, is anybody else having issues watching me tonight? I hope not. If it is, it's because it's raining. If anybody is having issues, please comment real quick and let me know. Oh, are you getting rain from the storm? Oh, no, it makes sense then. Your live, no issues. Okay. Okay, well, some people are having issues, some people aren't. So I will continue on like no problem. Can you please stop? Go. All right. So that is class information. Anybody have questions on any of the classes? Because it looks like we have a good chunk. We have quite a few of the teachers sitting here on the live tonight. Oh, hello. Drinking a lavender lemon sangria. Oh, that's fancy. It's dry here. However, live keeps cutting out. I'll rewatch later. Okay, no problem, Kathy. Cool beans. All right, just making sure. I don't want it to be a massive amount of issues for anybody watching. All right, so any other questions related to the classes, class kits? And then again, if you have a question specifically about one class, you're welcome to reach out to message me directly. And then sometimes it is good to post those questions directly on the Facebook group, just because you may not be the only one thinking it. And you know, the teachers usually see it sometimes before I do, and then they'll respond, and that's like the best source of information. Okay. Let's see. Kayla, does it matter if we use the same email as our old account? I think one email was where I purchased ticket swag, and the other one is okay. So I did run into the issue a couple times where somebody had duplicates. Go ahead and use the email that you purchase your ticket with, because that is probably what I will go and put it under. But if you believe that you have 2 accounts previously, just message me directly so I know to go double check real quick, and then just tell me which email you would prefer it to be so I can get that corrected prior to moving the tickets over. If we want to bring our own fabric after purchasing the class kits, is it acceptable to reach out to the teachers for measurements if needed? Yes, you can reach out to the teachers directly for questions like this, because it is their own discretion what they are comfortable with at the end of the day. So, but yes, but that is a great point. You still have to purchase the class kit, but if you want to bring extra, let's say you want to go to the So Magical Lounge right afterwards and make another one, or you want to I don't know, if you just want to go make another one while you're there, you're more than welcome to. Yeah. But yes, I'm the picky one. That's okay. A lot of people ask that question. It's a commonly asked question. And then I think another commonly asked question is, during the class kits, are there going to be a variety of fabrics to choose from? Is it going to be exactly like what's in the picture? So for instance, since we have this one up, the 10-minute surge table runner, the fabrics will not be the same as that at all. It's going to be different fabrics. But some class kits will say when you purchase them, whether there will be a drop down of different choices to choose from. Some of them will have themes you can choose from. Some of them will have the exact pictures of what the fabrics will look like. And then other ones won't have any option at all. You just buy your class kit, and you will either come to the class at the beginning and get your kit there and like choose whatever kit you want on like a first come first serve basis, or they kind of just divvy it out because maybe it's all the same fabric, or it's just they want to kind of move through the class and they just put a little bit, disperse it out in the class evenly. All really good questions. Yeah, like for Ray's class, there's going to be 3 options for the color combo choices, and each theme option is different as well. But that will be available for. Wait, was that one available for pre-selection at the when they buy their class kits? Right? I don't remember off the top of my head. All right. So again, y'all can ask questions about this as we go along as well. It's up to you. On the schedule tabs, the Texas one's going to look similar to this until we get additional information loaded in. But it's got your basic top level schedule. Like, what are the top level things happening? We always have the early check-in, no host social. Typically at Gaylord Palms, it's at Records, and then Texan, we are working on the location for that. So the exact details of that will be made into an event on Facebook, and we will then put it here as a link. So when you come back to here, you can click the link and it'll take you to the Facebook event, which tells you, the exact location where we're at and, additional details. And then this will also tell you when is the vendor halls open. So for Gaylord Palms, for Florida this year, we have 2 vendor halls. Vendor hall 1 is the only one open on Friday, and it opens at 9 and closes at 5 as of right now. And then the lunch break means that there's no classes. However, the vendor hall still open, is from 1 to 2. And then we're going to have our social party at the end of Friday, and we're getting that scheduled as well. Actually, I think I have that scheduled for Saturday. See, like I said, we tweak the schedule here and there. Yeah, it's going to be on Saturday. So here, look, I already found an error. And by the way, if some of y'all have been sending me grammatical errors, don't feel bad about sending those. I appreciate it because no matter how many of me or anybody else that we had working on the website were reviewing it ahead of time, there's always something that slips up past me or all of them. So if you see something, please just personally message me and we'll get that corrected. Saturday, you'll see vendor halls 1 and 2 open. They open at the same time and they close at the same time. The only difference here really is the fashion show. The vendor halls will close for the fashion show this year because so many of the vendors either wanted to participate or come out and view it. And we want to make the show as much fun for our vendors and teachers as it is for the guests, because why not? They're one of us, right? And then the difference for Sunday is you see the halls close a little bit earlier to accommodate for us having our raffle and being able to close down and all that. So that's your schedule. And then you got your class schedule here as well. You can download. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing any questions. Will y'all come to Colorado? Well, the new additional locations of So Magical are all always still in work, and there are going to continue being expansions. I just don't know where we're going to be next. Or if I do, I can't say it just yet. Hello, Cherish. Welcome, welcome. By the way, who commented, are y'all coming to Colorado? Who's out in Colorado? I was so bummed I missed it last year. Oh, the fashion show. Yes, we wanted to make sure that everybody got to enjoy the fashion show because we've already anticipated that's going to be double the size of people. So we're working on revamping the fashion show a little bit too to make it even more fun. So I'm very excited for that this year. All right. Continue asking questions as you come in. That's what we're here for. And then just real quick, you'll see Texas top level schedule. It's the same 4-day format, similar haul hours. But again, these are kind of all subject to change. And another thing to note is when we're in a different state, you'll see that it matches the time zone of the location we're in. So Florida is in Eastern Standard Time, and then Texas is in Central. So when we create the events for these individual items, like the fashion show, the NoHo social, and things like that, so you can save it on your Facebook, it's going to show you the time when you originally click it and say you want to go for your time zone that you're in at the time you looked at it on Facebook. When you then come to Texas or Florida, it will be in the time zone that you're in at that time. So just something to keep in mind. A lot of people got confused with the meetups and exchanges where we had events listed for that. They had their times messed up, especially if they were in Central and they were only 1 hour different. It's very interesting. So just something to keep in mind with that. Do you anticipate having similar style classes in Texas? Yes. So Magical Expo will be the same type of event no matter where we're located. Just bringing it to more states and more people, making sure we get the love out there even further. And we're looking at continuously adding different classes, but also keeping that same type of sewing and crafting variety. And being able to offer, bag making classes, quilting, garment, but also like a little bit of crafting here and there, woodworking, resin, whatever we can get, we will continue adding that fun variety to each event. Can we do the cha-cha slide at the fashion show? I don't know. Yes, the time zones always trick everybody up. It was never a problem the first 2 years because the majority of the people were in the Eastern time zone. And then last year it was like, oh my gosh. So I just feel really bad for anybody coming from Cali, Alaska, Hawaii, those like group of folks that are like, whoo, it's far. All right. So that's the schedules real quick. And then you go on here, Texas hotel and information is going to be coming out shortly. I will make it very clear when the rooms will drop, and I'll make sure it's announced at least a week to 2 weeks in advance of the Gaylord Texan rooms opening. But it will be a similar page to this with all the information for Gaylord Texan, the address, what it looks like, some cool pictures of the location. I don't know why that's on there. We'll fix the pictures. But you can click here to book your room. It'll take you over to the link. And this is some details of what you get when you stay there. Parking is half off for everybody who comes to So Magical. I'm going to clarify that real quick now. Regardless if you're staying the night at the hotel or you're coming for the day, you get half off parking. If you're staying at the resort at Gaylord, the half off parking, as long as you book through our group, will show up on your account. The parking goes directly to your hotel bill. If you come for the day and you're leaving, there is no in and out passes. Just so if you come and you leave and you come back that same day, you have to pay for it twice. That is Gaylord rules. Those are not mine. But you get half off parking. So all you need to do is go to the check-in or information desk and get the voucher card. We have voucher cards, and we have worked with Gaylord to ensure that there is, because we are going to be in the convention center, that there is staffed personnel at the parking booth on the convention side. They always have it on the other side, but it's going to be on the convention center side. It's opposite of the other place. And we're going to make sure that there are parking attendants there. And then if you ever run into the issue where it's not, please let me know so I can go talk to my Gaylord peeps. Yes, I do believe somebody has said this to me, that daylight savings, I believe, is on the Sunday that So Magical ends. Did not time that. Sorry. Florida follows daylight savings times. So yes, be prepared. that you have daylight savings on that Sunday. Insert parking rant. Yes, parking's always a hot topic. I'm sure that'll come up several more times. But for Gaylord Texan, we also did get a parking discount. So all those details will be on the Gaylord Texan site as well. So you can click here and book your room. As of right now, we are still booked up. Occasionally, it pops up here and there where there's rooms available. So just keep an eye out. Some people drop their rooms, but we are still continuously asking and trying to get additional rooms. If that ever happens for Gaylord Palms, it will be announced very clearly on all social media. All right. This is one of my favorite pages as well, is the vendors page. So you want to know who's coming? Come to this page. There's a lot of all the graphics are on here. And I think one of my favorite parts is, let's just pick one. Like, let's go to Sewing Studio because I went there today. You click their image and it takes you to their website or their social media account. 9 times out of 10, it's their website. So can you see that? Oh, it didn't show up. Hold on. Well, on my screen, because it shows up on a different page, it takes you over to their website. I can't change it right now, but you click that image, it takes you over. So it's pretty cool. So you can click any one of these and you get to learn more about the companies. And there's been a lot of these folks that have already come on and done vendor spotlights, and a lot more still to come. So definitely check those out. And we continuously try to add them on here as they sign up with us and after we announce them on social media. So I know for a fact there's been quite a few Texas vendors who've already applied and they're in the process of getting approved, and that we will have the Texas 23 vendors list up here hopefully by the end of next week with a few lineups on there. I'm very excited for those. The last thing I wanted to mention on here, and I don't know if anybody's noticed before, is we do have discounted Disney tickets. Don't click this button. Go down here to the click here. I'll try to change this font. But if you click here, it takes you over to a specific website that allows you to get some different discounts. Kind of compare that to if you're a Florida resident, what that looks like. Sometimes it's better to get this versus Florida residents. Sometimes it's not. Do your homework and figure out what works for you. But it's a nice thing that Disney sends out and offers, since we are Kissimmee, an event that takes place in Kissimmee. Oh, good. Kathy already got her Disney tickets. Wonderful. Some people do use it up. Some people don't. Extra hour. Extra hour sewing for the, that's funny. Is daylight savings on Saturday night or Sunday night? Now I'm going to have to go look it up. I sure hope it's Sunday night, not Saturday. An extra hour of SME. That's no apology. Level out. It's not like we're losing an hour. Okay, well, I got to find out when it is. I thought it was Sunday night. We'll be closed if it's Sunday night. So, but if it's Saturday night, yeah, we get an extra hour. That sounds fun to me. Extra hour of buying. Oh my gosh. Y'all are cracking me up. Texting me. I'm sorry. I'm saying it wrong. It's not Gaylord Texan or Texas So Magical. It's Texan me, according to Ray. They're covering the reservations too. What do you mean by? So if you're talking about the Disney passes, you do have to buy the ticket and then get the park reservation. So again, something to look into. I mean, I know you have to do that if you buy a ticket individually anyway. So just check out the website and see how they're doing it. And again, it could change as time goes on. Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying, everybody, because I'm getting all the comments that daylight savings is on Saturday. I've got like 10 of them now. So we get an extra hour on Saturday night. Okay, good to know. Yeah, so the So Magical Lounge, you get an extra hour in So Magical Lounge. How about that? The vendor hall will not be open that late. I'm not allowed to go to Disney. Well, why not? Disney's fun. I didn't know about the Disney tickets last year. Definitely taking a minute. Yes, we usually get that every year. I think it's pretty cool. I know somebody's some people have asked if we get Universal. Universal's technically falls in Orlando, so we've tried in the past, but haven't been super successful with getting a contact. But not to say that it may not happen in the future. Oh, he means Disney. Okay. All right. So yeah, I wanted to pinpoint on that because I don't think everybody knows we get that. And then of course we've got SMAS. SMAS has been added, and there's a little bit more information on here than I think I've talked about in the past. The pricing is not up just yet. I'm working on trying to get that finalized this coming week so that I can get that information out to y'all and what's included. But this is kind of like a little blurb. What is so magical at sea? We're crafting at sea. I'm excited. It's like a vacation and sewing all at once. I'm so excited. Yeah, Luke's very excited too. No, you go away. But here you can see. No, not right now. Yeah, Luke wants everybody to know that he's very excited as well. Here's the itinerary as well. That's top level and what it'll again, top level look like. All the exact times and details and all that will be released most likely in the July timeframe. But the details on the payments and how booking will occur and all that will come out in this month. So another big thing to point, in order to participate in any SMAS activities, you have to book your cabin through So Magical at this time. And then all information on how the classes are going to work and the machines will be coming out in July as well. So there's going to be a really great lineup of teachers, and the machines and how that all is going to work is going to be amazing. I'm very, very excited for SMAS. I think we're trying to do things a little bit more unique than what I've never been on a sewing cruise before. So I'm going in like with my own ideas, but I think we're trying to do something that's just unique and fun and follows the So Magical spirit and of learning and fun and just hanging out with your sewing besties. So yeah. What was the question? Oh, y'all are talking in the chat. I love it. Yes. Y'all sew and I'll drink and gamble on the ship. I like it. I mean, yeah, it really is a really good opportunity to bring your significant others or family, and because we do have it built in to where you do get to still enjoy the ship. You still get to enjoy the port. You get to enjoy all the aspects of going on a cruise, but it's extra fun time where you get to sew and craft. So, and then, of course, we added things in there where, the significant others that aren't participating in SMAS also get to hang out as well, so we can meet y'all. Janice, you will want to fly in most likely to Orlando. It is the closest airport to Port Canaveral. We live not far from the airport, maybe 15 minutes, and it takes us about, I'd say 35-ish minutes to get to Port Canaveral, depending on traffic and other various factors. But yeah, it's not bad. There are a lot of, we're working on a big facts and questions document as well for this that will help everybody find like where to stay the night. It's highly suggesting you fly in the day before, not the day of. Kind of what it looks like, especially if you've never been on a cruise. It's a little bit different than some other vacationing styles. So all that's going to come on there, but we'll kind of mention, different ways of getting transport from the airport over to the port and all that. Yeah, like Dina says, there are lots of shuttles that go from MCO, Orlando's airport, out to Port Canaveral because it is a common thing that occurs. So yes. Okay, good. That answered your question. I'm joining super late. When will class signups start? Those have not been announced yet. The plan is to announce when those dates are going to occur in June. The signups will not occur in June, but we'll announce the dates of the signups hopefully by the end of June. That is being currently worked on and built in the background of the website. It's a complex, fun system, but it's very cool. And again, all this is meant to make everything easier for everybody to find information and do their signups and streamline everything. It's gonna be really fun. So that hasn't been announced yet. I know that's everybody's like, I need it. And it will be announced with enough time so that you can make sure that you have the money to buy your class kits and things like that. And then, also a really cool thing, when you go to anything for checkout, we do now have Klarna and Afterpay. So if you don't want to pay for whatever you're purchasing all in one payment, definitely check out those two options. See if you qualify for them. I love them. I use them on all my custom fabric shops that I that have them, because a lot of times it breaks it up into different payments. I can't remember which one does which. One of them's like 2 or 3 payments. One of them's 4 payments. Some of them do it every 2 weeks. Some are just check out. We try to add a couple options in there. And I know PayPal also does something similar to that now too. So there's a lot of different checkout options this go around with this new website than we had before. Yes, definitely fly in the day before. Definitely do that, because flight delays and traffic, and you don't get on that ship, it's very upsetting. Because there's no trying to catch up with them later. We don't have that issue because we're here, but I've heard some nightmare stories, so highly suggest that. So that's SMAS as it stands right now. We'll have more things coming on that here shortly. Lots of cool stuff. And then, of course, if you ever want to email me directly or one of the team, hit contact us, and that takes you to that to fill that in. And then if you want to join and be on our emailing list, you automatically are put on our emailing list for certain things when you create an account. So if we send out anything related to tickets or class signups or anything specific to that, you're already on that list. But if you don't buy a ticket, maybe you just want to be aware of future information, you can subscribe here ahead of time. All right. If searching your email, search for WordPress. Yes, WordPress is where the email came from. I keep looking over because my phone's blowing up. A lot of y'all are changing your passwords right now. I get an email every time somebody does it. So I'm glad to see everybody's working on those. I appreciate it more than you know. All right, so that is, I think, everything on the website that I wanted to bring up today. Anybody have any questions? Again, you can ask at any time. More things will be coming out on this shortly with a lot more fun details. All right, I dropped that down. Hello, now you get to see me bigger. I did want to bring up Texas tickets are going on sale this month. Let me get you the exact dates, and we'll talk through those. They are, it is in the announcements section of the Facebook group. I also put it up on the Instagram page as well. And when you click it, it's going to take you over to Patreon because it's where the original post came from. And I'll talk through that really quickly. Okay, 6/16. June 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it will open up to the top 2 tiers. Oh, I'm sorry. Even Cherish is correcting me now. The top 2 tiers of Texan. And so if you don't know what Patreon is, it's a fun thing that's separate from Facebook or other social media platforms, where you go and you essentially subscribe to So Magical, and you go ahead and you click which tier you want to go ahead and join. It does have a payment per month type situation, and there's different perks on the different tiers, so you can scroll through all the different tiers and see what those look like. Those are the ongoing perks that you get for being in Patreon. And then sometimes I throw in some extra sprinkles here and there, certain tiers I'll throw in something, or if we run retails occasionally, I'll throw in like an extra Patreon discount. Oftentimes, if we do giveaways, I give the Patreon members an extra entry to any giveaway. Fun things like that. So definitely check that out. But one of the big perks of being in Patreon, depending on the tier you're in, is you get first access to tickets or early access to tickets. So the top 2 tiers, the So Magical Elite Squad and the Magical Corn Squad, if you're in Patreon, if you know, you know. And those open up on 6/16 at 8 p.m. So I try to make it late enough here that would also help those all the way out on the other side of the country be able to buy their tickets, and hopefully you're off work. And then on 6/17, the next day, it'll be the next 2 tiers, the sticker anxiety support group and the geography buffs. Those will be, I'm reading these names out loud. I thought it was funny when I came up with them. Those 2 tiers will be able to sign up the next day. After that, it's open to the rest of the Patreon tiers and the general public, and you'll be able to get access to those tickets to Texan Me All the Corn. You can tell who's in Patreon by who's commenting with corn. Again, if you're in Patreon, you know. Oh my gosh. So there's been free passes given as prizes for different occasions. Any hopes for a free cruise? I cannot say that's currently in my plans for a giveaway right now, because a cruise is it's a much different structure than So Magical Expo, and everything is included in your pass. So the SMAS pass, I'll give you a little sneak peek. The SMAS pass will be a fixed fee, and it will include everything, all your class kits, like everything you can think of is all included in one thing. We're making it super simple because, again, you're supposed to be on vacation, so you don't want to have to pay for a bunch of things over and over again. Let's just, cruises are supposed to be cash free, right? You're supposed to just like come on, have paid for everything, and just enjoy yourself. That's the point of the SMAS pass. So as of right now, no. Not to say, something may not come up related to cruise, but can't tell you it's in the books right now. Oh my goodness. Enjoy your bolts, David. Toodles. If there's a free cruise, I better win it. Oh my gosh. If there's a free cruise, I want to win it. Will Texas VIP and Plus have limited amount like Florida? Yes. VIP and VIP Plus for all SME events will be capped based on the perks that they get, and there are reasons why we cap it. Like any event who has VIP tickets, they cap them. So yes, those will be capped again as well. There's a good chance that VIP Plus will sell out before it hits the public. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more conservative, I guess I would say, when it comes to whether or not tickets will sell out. And then I was shocked when it did for Florida. So I'm just going to throw it out. It's probably going to sell out for VIP Plus. VIP, I would suspect that there still might be some available after all the Patreon tiers are done and it goes to the public. But I can't see VIP Plus still being available once it gets past, because it's the top 4 tiers. I think there's 6 tiers now in Patreon. What if you get to 10K group members? No free cruise then. Y'all are pulling my chain here. That's funny. Great question. If we get to 10K before So Magical in November, I would be shocked. But who knows what the 10K celebration will behold. Let's just get to 7,500 first. We're still in the $5,000 member range. Haha, I'm kidding. Or am I? I'm feeling lucky. Oh my gosh, y'all are cracking me up. Okay, but just to clarify, so the Texas tickets will be on sale. I will have what those prices look like. If y'all saw the Florida ticket breakdown structure that shows what each tier, or not each tier, not Patreon, each ticket type holds, and like what perks you get with each ticket type. No class pass. Obviously, you don't take any classes. One day is only for one day, but you get classes. All weekends, all weekend. VIP gets the shirt with the upgraded swag bag. VIP Plus gets early access to signing up for classes. All that will be listed, plus the adult ticket price will be listed. The kid price is always cheaper, but we list the adult one on there. So make sure you check that out when I drop that. I will drop it at least 1 week prior to that opening up. And then make sure also, because we did change the Patreon perks a little bit, that you read what your discount and your early access gets you access to. You are limited on how many tickets you can buy with your Patreon early access. So keep that in mind. So we were trying to make it where you still get a perk, and it's a great perk, but also that it's fair to the general public as well. All right. I know there will be machine vendors at SME. Do you happen to know if they'll be offering on-site repair as well? Not to my knowledge, but you can. I can ask that question. Not to my knowledge, because usually that's their maintenance departments, which are usually in-house at their stores. I know for Sewing Studio that they're there. I mean, and again, I think it depends on the repair as well. So I would contact the store directly. There's the Sewing Studio, and there's Tops Sew and Vac and Sew, Vacuum and Sewing, or Sew and Vac. Those are the two machine dealers that we have coming, and I would ask the question to them if they provide on-site repair service during events. That's a great question. All right. Okay, so we talked about SME tickets dropping, which is very exciting. I know all the SME followers who are like, I don't care about Florida, give me the Texas stuff, will be happy. And so, yes, teacher applications and vendor applications for Texas have opened. I'll start announcing those Texas vendors here shortly. I'm very excited for it. So lots coming. You're going to see lots of posts with both Texas and Florida here shortly. Oh, and then if you wanted to join the Patreon, here's the link to that real quick. So you're just going to go to that website, and you'll be able to see all of our different tier structures and what those entail. Oh yeah. Of course, ask me anything as well. I was just thinking I was going to say something, and I totally blanked on what it was. Totally. Oh, that's right. It's June, y'all. So, it's my birthday this month at the end of the month. So June 27th, I have a birthday milestone, and I figured why not share on my birthday a fun new piece of announcement. So there's going to be a big announcement dropping on Monday, June 27th. I kind of sneak peeked that to the Patreon members a week or so ago. So they sometimes get early dibs on info. But yeah, we're going to be dropping a big announcement. If y'all thought the cruise was big, just wait. So it's going to be wonderful. Am I seeing the time in Central Time Zone correct? The time for what? Because for the Texan ticket signups are Eastern Time Zone. So for Central, it would be 1 hour prior, I believe. So 7 p.m. Ooh, somebody's birthday's on the 20th. Hey, thanks. Luke, somebody wants to know if you'll have a plesiosaurus costume for the cruise.
I'm thinking more about a mosasaurus.
Oh, he said he would prefer a mosasaurus. Let's figure out that part.
Yeah. Wait, which ocean are we going to?
The Atlantic Ocean?
Well, I have.
Yes.
Well, I heard before where the mosasaurus lives, but
We'll have to look it up later. He wants to be historically accurate now.
Yes.
Oh, the classes in Florida, those. Okay.
In real life.
The classes in Florida are all in Eastern time zones because it takes place in Florida. All the Texas classes, when those get released, will show Central time zones because the time zones will match wherever the location is. So the cruise times will be on cruise time. I think those still follow Eastern because we're staying south of Florida. I think they'll stay in Eastern. I don't think we'll switch over, which is good. One time I had daylight savings happen on a cruise. And it was the day we got off the cruise ship, which was horrible. And we were just all out of sorts. We really thought we were going to get off on the wrong time. We actually ended up waking up an hour earlier than we were supposed to, and we were very upset. We took extra long at breakfast that day. All right, yes, ask me anything. And I'm just double checking I'm not missing anything I needed to state tonight. Yeah, it was bad, Cherish. It's bad. I will not be having wine and chat next week for those who come on to this every week, because I will be out in Texas. I'm going to be going out to the More You Know workshop with Lauren Mormino that Cherish has actually been helping with, and the lovely Anne has been working on. It will be at the Sunny Sewing Machines, which I think many that follow Lauren have heard her talk about them. Yep, and Connie's going to be there. So exciting. We've got a lot of really cool folks that are going to be there that I know are on this group. So I'm very excited to meet many of them in person. And so, yeah, I'm very excited for that. What is the difference between VIP and VIP Plus? The main difference between those two is VIP Plus gets first access to signing up for classes. So VIP Plus is very, very capped. And I will send you a special password and link to get in to sign up for classes before everybody else, all other ticket holders. So it is the hot commodity ticket. And that's the difference between the VIP and the VIP Plus. Yes. So I will be out in Texas next week. So I'll be there for quite a few days. So I might be a little MIA on the messages. I'll try to get on in the evenings every day and early mornings to try to talk to everybody and make sure everybody's getting their answers in. And I'm hoping to have all the tickets loaded in by the time I leave. If not, I will be doing it on the plane out there and working on nothing but tickets. So, and I get to go out to Sunny. I get to see Sunny Sewing Machines. They're an industrial sewing machine dealer out there. I'm excited. We're going to go check out a bunch of different places. Oh, yes, and Kathy's going to be there too, Kathy Northrop. So it'll be great to meet you in person as well. Wait, who missed their Patreon call? Yeah, there's a couple people that missed last May's Patreon call. Oh, speaking of that, here, I'll throw this up for my Patreon peeps. Lately, I've been slacking about setting up the Zoom call and getting it posted early. So I've been posting it on here. The next Patreon chat will be June 21st. So definitely make sure you check out that one if you're in. Every tier except for the $1 tier has access to the monthly Zoom calls that we have on Patreon. We chat for hours and hours. And so some people pop on midway and chat for an hour and go to bed, or, so it's a hoot and a half. Yeah, I know, Connie, you forgot again. Oh, nice, Dina. That'll be a cool concert. Tears for Fears. Man, I don't think I've listened to them in a while. That's pretty cool. Where do we look for Patreon info? That is a wonderful question. Boom, right here. So go to this link right here for Patreon information and what that looks like. Kathy Mattern says, I keep missing the Patreon calls. My computer hasn't been reminding me of them. Oh, no. Maybe I'll start making an event or something. But I posted in there, and I try to set it up to where I do the announcement that day to remind everybody. Yeah, Judy, hours and hours and hours of Patreon calls. Michelle, yes, you are the one that goes to sleep after an hour. There's a couple others that go to bed earlier too. So if it doesn't work for everybody's schedule to get right on when we start, please don't worry. Oh, yes, Cherish, thank you. Cherish posted this as well. If you also click that in the announcement section of Facebook group, the one we're talking about the Texas tickets dropping, that actually links you directly over to our Patreon location as well. Oh, an event would be perfect. Yeah. I'll try to remember to do that. No promises, honestly. Oh, goodness. Becky, Becky says Patreon Day is her favorite day of the month. Oh, you missed quite a bit. You might want to go rewatch this later, but because I'm already an hour and 15 in, but we went through the entire website and answered a bunch of questions about the classes and your accounts and all that fun stuff about dropping SME tickets. And so it's lots of stuff we've gone over, but you're welcome now that you're on to ask any questions you would like. Oh, thanks. Nope, you're perfectly fine. You exercise. Take care of yourself. All right. Here, I'll put this back up. Oh, it's everybody's favorite day of the month. That's so sweet. I love it. Patreon Zoom calls are definitely a highlight of the month. Very tired the next day, but I always have so many stories and jokes to tell Damien the next day. Whatever, Ray. Let's see. Talked about the announcement coming in June 27th. We talked about Texas, the cruise. Cherished. Yes, they are very interesting. And also what happens in Patreon stays in Patreon. I remember when it's 3 hours later, stupid time zones. Honestly, you could probably still come on the the Zoom call and we're probably still there. Not gonna lie. Geography is the level to get early pass access. Let me double check and confirm for you. That is the lowest tier you can be in. Yes, Geography Buff is the lowest tier you can be in and still get early access to the passes. So just to reiterate, for Texan June 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the top 2 tiers, Elite Squad and Magical Corn Squad. The next day, June 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's the next 2 tiers, Sticker Anxiety Support Group and Geography Buffs. After that, the other Patreon tiers fall into that public, general public category, and those are all open on June 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's only for Texan tickets. Yes, you like my sticker stairs. This one's like really shiny. I should probably like turn it this way. What? Not right now, sir. No, you go sit. All right. Anything else? I'll stay on for a few more minutes and make sure I'm answering any other straggling questions here. Yes, I talked about Texas tickets. What about class signups for Florida? Yes, class signups for Florida have not been announced yet. I plan on trying to have the dates announced this month of when it's going to occur, and it will be with a couple weeks in between then the signups and the actual date I announced the signups on. So those have not come out yet, but they will come out hopefully by the end of June. Ooh, I like Happy Meal from SMAS. I just got some too the other day. I got the Maker. Anybody get the Maker hat yet? The iridescent one with like the glowing thread is super cool. And I got the quilted vinyl. We need to do a mail opening. I got stuff sitting here. Oh, it's a sneaky peeky for SME. Oh yes, I got that package too. It's awesome. Yeah, her little sneak peek stuff that she's sending us. I'm very excited. Oh, here we go. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, my favorite question to always ask, what's everybody working on? And then after that, of course, you can still ask me questions, but after that, I'll be done. Here you go. Does the Patreon membership allow early class sign up? Is geography level? The only way to get early class sign up is to have a VIP plus pass. So early class sign up has nothing to do with Patreon. It's only with the ticket type you have. But you get early access to tickets, not classes. That makes sense. Luke, please go. When is pre-order expected to be in? TBD. I'm waiting on an update from my supplier. Everything's still on track, but TBD, pinning logistics and it getting over here. So as soon as I get notification that it flies out, I will have a better idea of when it's going to land. And then once it lands, I will notify everybody that it's here and I'm starting to cut it. And everybody will start seeing the shipping notifications coming in. And new product that hasn't been announced yet. We definitely need an opening. LOL. Can you push back the 1039 no mug rug? I don't know what that means. Can I push back the 1030 mug rug? You'll have to message me directly on that one. Ooh, a clear lens sling. That sounds cool, Valerie. Oh, Michelle just finished up a bow fanny. Yes, that's going to be a class this year, taught by Zorel, who created the pattern. And it's their first ever pattern release. I'm very excited for that. Oh, Alex is working on stitching a 5x7 Hobbit cover from STFA. Love STFA too. That sounds super cool. Hobbit cover. Oh, sweet. Kathy's working on the crystal, another great pattern. Constance is unpacking after 2 weeks on the road. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. Oh yeah, the Sweetly Unique Boutique pattern is dropping. Her notebook cover is so cool. If anybody's ever seen like the really popular one that was floating around with stitch on the front, stitch applique on, so cool. So definitely check out Sweetly Unique Boutique. I heard an interesting rumor that she was interested in being a part of SME as well. So she's a very sweet woman. Oh, Becky's working on super duper secret SME product for Florida. I've been working on it nonstop. I've never sold it before, so I'm nervous how it'll do, but I'm going all out. I'm very excited for it, Becky. I'm super stoked for everybody to see it. It's going to be amazing. Ray's working on Dairy Queen ice cream. Yeah, I kind of want ice cream now. That sounds delicious. Did I talk about the cruise event yet? Yes, I did talk about the cruise, but you're more than welcome to ask questions about it. Definitely check out the website because on there I did post a couple additional information pieces on there. And I would say check that out first. If you have additional questions, message me. But more things are coming out this month and next month for the cruise. So pricing will come out this month. Becky, everybody will love your scoops. Oh my gosh, the stitch out for that, it takes 2 hours. That's crazy. But her stitch outs come out so pretty. Andy's working on cutting and rolling vinyl, creating new prints, planning some new fun stuff. I'm always so excited to see everything all these vendors are working on. Just such neat stuff. So much creativity comes out of everybody. Just printed out the ice cream cone purse today. Going to start it this weekend. Oh yeah, I've been seeing that go around. I think I joined the group of who was coming out with that. I'm blanking on the name of that pattern maker, but I've been seeing it's flooded everywhere. I'm like, oh, it's super cute. I was going to need to look at that. Yes, look at it. I currently have 36 Hope handbags prepped to sew. 36. Holy crap. Good luck, Suzanne. You got this. Peekaboos and a rhinestones duck. I can't wait to see it, Dee. It's going to be great. All right. Anybody else working on anything? I'm working on eventually getting to cutting out the pattern I need to for next weekend for Lauren's class. I'm supposed to have everything cut out or the pieces cut out and prepped. So I picked the thread colors and I just picked them willy-nilly. I don't even know if I have fabric I'm going to use that's going to match it or not. So we're going to get creative here. So I have the materials. I picked up the waterproof canvas I needed today from Sewing Studio. I swung by there. I got to meet my awesome graphic designer in person today. I got to see Natalia and her family, which was really cool. So, and then of course I had to see Fran because Fran was working. We love Fran. Finally figured out how to extract the ice cream cone onto my phone. Tried to make a TikTok and just gave up. TikToks take too long to edit. I think TikToks are easier to edit than YouTube videos, and I think that's why they became so popular. But yes, there's definitely a learning curve to TikToks for sure. Oh, good, Connie. I'm not the only one behind on doing that. I'm like, oh, I haven't done it yet. Crap. I'm also going to be starting to work on transferring all the tickets over to accounts. No, she's not doing it as a live online. It's an in-person workshop that actually sold out super quick because it was they were going to do it back in 2019. COVID happened, and then they're finally getting to doing it now. And yeah, so they had like a few seats left. Got lucky enough to snag one up myself. Connie's working on zipping up designs for tomorrow. I can't wait to see them. Your designs lately have been so cute. All the summer stuff. I sure hope I get it done, Kathy. Cherish, I have my Lauren pattern done, part done. Your bobbin was done today. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, Cherish. I'm like, I don't know. I have bobbins too. I was sitting there, I was like, oh, should I pre-wind some? And then I saw the video I was supposed to watch like a few days ago. I'm catching up. Glenn's working on birthday dresses for two of my girls' birthday party this weekend. Oh, this is their birthday too. Yay, June babies. All right. I think we're at an hour, just under an hour and a half now. It was wonderful getting to hang out with everybody tonight. Please let me know if you have any questions at any time. Feel free to directly message me, post in the group. If it's website related issues, please message me directly, not on the group, but anything else, feel free to pop it onto the group. Definitely check out the new website. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and you'll be hearing from me probably tomorrow in the group. So that's Luke's arm. Everybody have a great night. Bye, y'all.